Welcome to another weekly staff meeting. I'm Shannon Reese, and I do not feel well. I wonder if I'm even going to make it into class tomorrow. But it's so hard to be gone from class. Let's talk about that. Now, being gone from class is not something we try to do very often, mainly because we love being there, but also because anytime we're gone from class, we're not actively teaching those kids. And it doesn't seem right to put a bunch of pressure on a substitute teacher to try to get the kids to be learning anything. As a world language teacher, you are very lucky if you get somebody who actually speaks the language as your substitute teacher. So you really have to find things that are going to keep the kids engaged and keep them learning while you're gone. So today I'm going to give you a few things that you can do to keep those kids engaged, and I'm mainly going to be focusing on world language teachers. The first thing I'm going to suggest is to get your kids hooked up with Duolingo. Duolingo is completely free, and it has several different languages to choose from. It usually has them do things outside of what's explicitly taught, which is not a bad thing, and kids seem to enjoy it. It can keep them busy for a little while. The next thing I would suggest that you do is sign up for Blooket. Blooket has a free version, but we actually pay for the additional version, so that way we have a little bit more variety that we can do. All of our kids have their own accounts, and we can set up different vocabulary lists, and they can go on and play the different games while studying vocabulary. The kids really seem to enjoy this game. And the next one is very similar to that. It's called Gimkit. Gimkit is kind of nice because it was actually created by a high schooler, and they keep updating things all the time. Again, you can do a free version of it, but I would suggest you go ahead and pay for the upgrade version so that way you have more variety. In Gimkit, you can also assign homework, or you can just open up things, give them links to where they can go and practice on their own. I'm sure you've probably heard of Kahoot. Well, Kahoot has actually upgraded a lot of the stuff they've done, and you might want to go back to it and take a look at it. There are some fun things that you can do with Kahoot with your classes. Another thing you might consider, especially if you are a Spanish teacher, is joining SeñorWooly.com. Señor Wooly is created by a former middle school Spanish teacher, Jim Woolridge, and it teaches the kids through comprehensible input. And how does he do it? With some really weird videos. He also has a lot of ancillary material, lesson plans that you can find, different things called nuggets that the students can do, and those are things that you can have the kids do while you're gone. You don't have to be there for that. Or you could even just go to my website. My website has some links to different things, and it also has some free downloads that you can have, including one called Battleship. Battleship is one that you would have to prepare ahead of time, but students can do on their own, and they typically like that game. And any of the stuff on my site you can download for free, as long as you agree that you won't try to reproduce it to make any money off of it. Another thing that you can do, and this goes for really anyone, is you could find something on Teachers Pay Teachers. That's where we found a thing called El Mundo en Tus Manos for Spanish teachers, or digital mystery pictures. Things like that really get the kids engaged, and it also continues the learning while they're doing it. So browse through Teachers Pay Teachers. Sure, it'll cost a little bit, but it is definitely worth it to have for a backup just in case. So what do you guys think? What are some other things that your students can do while you're gone? Leave a comment down below. And while you're down there, be sure to click subscribe and hit that bell so you won't miss the next weekly staff meeting.